Alright, so the last thing I want to throw back out here is as a reminder is remember your 30, 60, 90 triangles and your 45, 45, 90 triangles, your special triangles. I want you to remember those because those are going to be could be important later on as we go down the line, and even when it came to the triangles that we had earlier in examples 2 and 3, even example 1, it could have been helpful to know some of these things. But also as we move forward into the notes and the practices and examples, examples with the homework, that might come back and help and be in handy. So with that, you have 45, 45, 90. I put y's there, but you can still use x values. It's up to you. It's fine. I just did it so that they weren't the exact same thing and they look different. So same stuff, same difference. Now here at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and give you these, and I need you to start memorizing these values because later on you're going to have to know these, not know of them or be able to go to a table or go to some place and look them up and see. You're going to have to know these. For the final exam, you're going to really have to know these. For all the stuff you're going to do if you're planning on going to calculus, you have to know these. So with this, I'm going to go and give these to you, but again, I need you to know them and not just, oh, Mr. Hall gave it to us. Okay, I can look back and look at it. Because we're going to start having quizzes on these values shortly also. And sorry, the first one is 1/2 for 30. For cosine, that is square root of 3 over 2. Square root of 3 over 2. For tangent, it's square root of 3 over 3. For cosecant, flipping that is 2. For secant, you're flipping this part here and simplifying it down. So it's 2 square root of 3 all over 3. And then flipping this and simplifying it, square root of 3. The 1/2, these are pretty simple for right now. Square root of 2 over 2, square root of 2 over 2, 1. And then square root of 2, square root of 2, and 1 here. And then for 60, it's pretty much taking what you have up here and kind of flipping things around a little bit. Pretty much what we have, kind of, sort of. So here, square root of 3 over 2 is that. So those kind of flip. The 1/2 is going to flip here. This will be square root of 3. This 2 square roots of 3 is going to come here. Over 3, sorry. 2 here, and then square root of 3 over 2 over 3. So if you look at it, if you get these for 60 just kind of flip things around. Now for the 90 degrees, when it comes to sine, that's 1. If you look at cosine, it's 0. If you look at tangent, that would be undefined. So it's going to be it'll be an undefined number. It won't be anything there. That's an asymptote actually when you look at the graph. Cosecant would be 0, I believe. No, 1. Secant would be undefined, and cotangent would be 0. And so we'll look at that more and we'll focus on that and we'll have that in place. But it's going to be very, very important to know all this wonderful information. All right, so know it. And also, I'm going to go ahead and still give you this part here too that I want you to write down and I want you to remember, because at some point later on in this class, in this section, and in the trig portion, these co-functions, we're going to call them co-function identities. But the co-functions are going to be important because they're going to come back into play later on. So I'm going to have you write this down, and we're going to come back to these because they're going to be very important. And you actually will use these in your homework, I believe, too, from what I can remember. You will see these in homework to help you out. So make sure you have these and you write them down. And if you look at it also as we're writing them down here, they really are just saying that sine equals cosine 9 degrees minus whatever theta is. And tangent is equal to cotangent 90 degrees minus theta. And again, with these, if you want to, you can actually still like research them if you want to figure out why these work, because these always will work, because these are considered identities, and identities are ones that stay true no matter what happens. And we'll actually do more of the identities, and you'll really like hope that we quit identities soon, but we're not going to at that point. But this is going to be very, very, very good to know. And again, these are also on in your book on page 287. But I need you to write them down. And if I come around and check in your notebook to see if they're there, there should be a good grade, easy grade for everybody. But that again is on page 287 on in your pre-cal book. So make sure you keep this, make sure you have it, and that is the end of section 5.2 with the trig ratios. Have fun.